Have you ever felt like you were running away from your past, unsure of your future, and completely alone in the middle of nowhere? No plan, no certainty, no peace. There are moments in life when the road behind us is filled with regret. The road ahead is filled with fear, and the place we stand feels empty and silent. It was in a moment just like that Jacob had an encounter that would change his life forever. This is the story of Jacob's ladder, a vision of heaven, a promise of God's presence, and a reminder that even when we feel alone, we are never abandoned. Jacob was not running towards something, he was running away. He had deceived his father Isaac. He had stolen the blessing meant for his brother Esau, and now Esau was furious, so furious that Jacob feared for his life. So he left home, left his family, left everything familiar, left with nothing but fear, guilt, and uncertainty. The journey ahead was long, over 500 miles toward Haran, where his relatives lived. But this was more than a physical journey. It was a journey into the unknown. As night fell, Jacob stopped to rest in a lonely place. There were no houses, no comfort, no protection. He took a stone for a pillow and lay down to sleep under the open sky. Think about that moment. A man alone in the wilderness. No shelter, no security. A heart heavy with fear and regret. And yet it was there, in the most ordinary and uncomfortable place, that heaven would open. As Jacob slept, he began to dream. He saw a ladder or a stairway, reaching from the earth all the way up to heaven. And on it, angels were ascending and descending, moving between heaven and earth. This was not just a beautiful image, it was a powerful message. Heaven was not distant. God was not far away. There was a connection between the divine and the ordinary ground where Jacob lay. And then, above the ladder, the Lord stood, and God spoke. I am the Lord, the God of your father Abraham and the God of Isaac. The land on which you lie I will give to you and your descendants. Your offspring will be like the dust of the earth. All peoples on earth will be blessed through you and your offspring. And then came the words that Jacob needed most. I am with you. I will watch over you wherever you go. I will bring you back to this land. I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised you. Imagine hearing that. After deception, after failure, after running away, God did not reject Jacob. God reassured him. When Jacob woke up, he was overwhelmed. Surely the Lord is in this place, he said, and I was not aware of it. He was afraid, but filled with awe. He took the stone he had used as a pillow, set it upright as a pillar, poured oil on it, and named the place Bethel, which means house of God. That lonely wilderness became holy ground. But here is the deeper truth of this story. Jacob did not find God in a temple. He did not find him in comfort. He found him in the middle of fear, uncertainty, and isolation. And that truth still speaks to us today. How many people are living like Jacob, running from mistakes, carrying guilt from the past, worried about what lies ahead, feeling alone in their struggles? Sometimes life feels like a wilderness. You may not know what the future holds. You may feel like you have made too many wrong choices. You may wonder if God is distant, or disappointed, or silent. But Jacob's vision tells us something powerful. God shows up in the wilderness. He meets us in the middle of uncertainty, and his presence does not depend on our perfection. Jacob was not a hero at this point. He was a deceiver, a runaway, a man full of flaws. Yet God still gave him a promise. This shows us that God's grace is bigger than our mistakes. The ladder itself carries deep meaning. It represents connection. Heaven and earth are not separate worlds that never touch. God is actively involved in our lives. His angels move. His purposes unfold. His presence surrounds us even when we cannot see it. Later in the Bible, Jesus would refer to this moment, revealing an even deeper truth that He Himself is the bridge between heaven and earth. Through Christ, the distance between God and humanity is removed. The ladder was a picture of access. Access to God, access to grace, access to hope. And then there is the promise God gave Jacob: I am with you wherever you go. Not just in Bethel, not just in safe places, not just when life is going well. Wherever you go, that promise still stands today. When you move to a new place, when you face a new challenge, when you walk through loss, uncertainty, or fear, God goes with you. Another powerful lesson from this story is awareness. Jacob said, "The Lord is in this place, and I did not know it." How often do we miss God's presence because we expect Him only in big miracles? But He is present in ordinary moments, in quiet nights, in unexpected peace, in small answers to prayer, in strength you did not think you had. Sometimes the wilderness becomes Bethel, not because the place changes, but because our awareness changes. Jacob responded to the vision with a commitment. He made a vow to follow God and honor Him. An encounter with God should always lead to transformation, and Jacob's life would indeed change. The deceiver would become Israel, the father of a nation, not because he was perfect, but because God was faithful. So what does Jacob's ladder teach us in today's world? First, you are never alone. Even when you feel abandoned, even when life feels uncertain, even when you are walking through your own wilderness, God is present. Second, your past does not disqualify you. Mistakes do not cancel God's plans. Failure does not erase His promises. Grace meets you where you are. Third, heaven is closer than you think. God is not distant or unreachable. Through Jesus, there is access, relationship, and connection. Fourth, your wilderness may be the beginning of your transformation. Some of the most powerful encounters with God happen in uncomfortable seasons. Seasons that feel lonely. Seasons that feel uncertain. Seasons that feel like everything has been stripped away. But those are often the places where God speaks most clearly. If you are in a difficult season right now, this message is for you. God sees you. God is with you. God is working, even if you cannot see it yet. Your Bethel moment may be closer than you think. So do not lose hope. Keep walking, keep trusting. Keep believing that the same God who met Jacob in the wilderness is walking beside you today. And maybe, like Jacob, one day you will look back and say, God was there, and I did not even realize it at the time. Thank you so much for watching. If this story encouraged you, take a moment to like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel. And do not forget to click the notification bell so you will be notified every time we upload a new video. May you walk with confidence, knowing that wherever you go, God is with you.